Two mountaineers have set a new record on some of the most challenging peaks in the Swiss Alps. Swiss climber Nicolas Hojac and his Austrian partner Philipp Brugger scaled the Eiger, Moench and Jungfrau mountains in just 15.5 hours.
On top of the world, both literally and figuratively. Swiss climber Nicolas Hojac and his Austrian partner Philipp Brugger didn't just break the previous record, they absolutely smashed it. Their original goal was to climb the north faces of the Eiger, Moench and Jungfrau mountains in 24 hours, shaving an hour off the previous record set in 2004. Starting out in pitch darkness at 1 a.m. local time, the pair reached the Eiger's summit in just under 6 hours, scaling a sheer 1,800-metre limestone wall to do so. It's a climb that takes amateur mountaineers 1 or 2 days. Grabbing the time advantage, they ran with it. They might have made it look easy, but there were, of course, plenty of challenges.
The faces are on different altitudes. That means you don't have perfect conditions in all the 3 phases, so you try to find a compromise, and you have not just a face to climb, you have also big glaciers to cross between. Yeah, that's the biggest challenge, and of course it's very long. You do more than 3,600 vertical meters, I think.
Having broken the record so impressively, it's likely that this pair will stay in the top spot for some time to come.
And one of the new world record holders joins us now from Spitz in Switzerland. Nicolas Hojac is a professional mountaineer. Welcome to DW. Congratulations on your new record. Hours off the old record. Was that risky?
Thanks a lot for having me. I mean, it was somehow risky. I mean, to have an office job would be definitely less risky, but proper risk management is really important for such a project.
And so how did you do it? How did you shave hours off the record?
There are, I think, two things. I think we had really good conditions. We had not a lot of fresh snow in the faces, which would slow us down. But also we had a really good preparation. 3 years ago, we already tried this project, but we failed. And from that try, we had already some learnings. And so we can improve for this time. And this time, everything went perfect and really could smash it.
And so does it, I'm guessing that most of us wouldn't have realized that it takes that long to prepare. So between the failed attempt and this attempt, was this always in your sights?
Yeah, it was always in my mind, and we also tried it in between. But the problem was the weather and the conditions was never good enough that we could start. And then after 3 years, everything came now together, and we went for it.
Okay. And so what next? Do you have another record in mind to try and break?
I think now I take a couple of weeks off, and then I will focus for a summer project. What I really want to do, I don't know at the moment, but I want to do something in speed mountaineering here in the Alps.
Speed mountaineering. So tell us about you and what drives you to seek such extreme challenges.
For me, it's about the challenge and adventure, to see what is possible in mountaineering. And I mean, when you see these iconic faces of the Eiger, Moench and Jungfrau, I mean, you just want to climb it. For sure, for me as an alpinist, maybe you not, but for me, it's just super aesthetics mountains and so beautiful. And to be out there and connect this adventure with high sports, then it's really cool.
And has this always been something you've done since a young man, or is this something you came to later in life?
I started with mountaineering when I was maybe 14 years old, before I played ice hockey. But my father isn't a mountain guide or nobody in my family. And then somehow I came into it and I found a love for the mountains and for the sport. And then I really progressed quite fast. I have climbed my first 4,000 meter peak when I was 14. And then 4 years later, I climbed already the Eiger North face.
And so what do your parents think of, what did your parents think of you at 14 running up a mountain?
When I was 14, it was not running up a mountain. It was just an easy tour on this 4,000 meter peak together with a mountain guide. But I think then my parents didn't realize what will lead this to. So, but these days, sometimes they're a bit afraid. I mean, it's not always. It's sometimes a bit risky what I do. So I see there are some thoughts. Some days, yes.
All right. Congratulations again, mountaineer and world record breaker Nicolas Hojac. Thank you so much.
Thanks.